Hey everybody, welcome to another recap of American Idol. It's the results show and 2 unlucky people are going home. And they touted at the beginning of the show after their little recap, and you won't believe who's going home. So supposedly it was going to be shocking, so we'll let you be the judge of that. 55 million votes. That is a record for this point of the show. Usually 55 million, that's almost like a finale. So there's a lot of people voting. This is one of the best seasons. Absolutely. The talent is unbelievable. Everybody who's left right now, super duper talented. So like a lot of people are getting upset because it's like, these people are really talented. You have to be like nitpicky, and they're all like, well, why are you being so picky? Because everyone is talented. You have to look for the littlest flaw to separate people from the pack. All right, so American Idol, thank you, thank you, thank you. The smartest move ever in 10 years, they got rid of the group sing, and they did little tiny groups, mini groups. Genius. What took so long? All right, Lauren and Scotty up first, did a little country number, I Told You So. It was fantastic. They were like an old little country couple up there. If I knew any country couples, I'd name them, but I don't. But they were fantastic together, and they were both safe. And I like the way they did the bottoms. You know, they spread it out amongst after they performed, so that made it, you know, it was nicer. The whole structure of this week's show, fantastic. All right, so then they had the Ford music video. Not so fantastic. They sang Kryptonite. Singing was bad. If you get rid of the group song, you should get rid of the group video too, and just like break it down a little bit differently, because singing together as a group, it's just not good. The video was fun to watch, but not to listen to. It would have been a lot better with the sound off. All right, fan mail time. James got a WWE wrestling belt, and the Jackson family's pissed at him, not because of the belt, but because of what he said last night. He said, if you remember correctly, that he didn't want to have a Pepsi moment. You know what, Jackson family? Build a bridge and get over it, because I think it's a little bit ridiculous that you're upset about that. Whatever. All right, so Naima and Jacob, well, they didn't say that on the show. My husband just read that when we were watching the show. All right, so you didn't miss anything. Naima and Jacob, the next little group, they sang Solid. They didn't have a lot of chemistry, so it was kind of awkward to watch the 2 of them perform together. And Naima, I'm sorry, you're in the bottom 3. All right, so yeah, pretty much what I expected so far. Then Fantasia came out and sang Collard Greens and Cornbread. What happened to her hair? The dress, not good. She was great though. I mean, her voice is phenomenal. She's very talented. She was totally working it. But what was she thinking with that hair and like dress? I mean, the slit was higher than her hoo-ha, but it was on the side, and it didn't work with her body shape. I don't know. Fantasia, call a stylist now. All right, next group. Haley, Thea, and Pia. They sang Katy Perry's Teenage Dream. You know what? Separately, these ladies are fantastic, but you put them together and it's all kinds of wrong. They could not harmonize worth anything. It was so bad. All right, and then we find out that Thea's in the bottom 3. I'm not totally surprised with that. I mean, she really does not connect well with her audience. She's just very quiet. If you want to be an American Idol, you have to be outgoing, and you know, I don't see it from her. Video package time. Alert, alert, alert. It's the Rockstar Lifestyle. A day in the life of an American Idol. All right, maybe more than one day. It rains in Southern California very infrequently, But do you think they could build a house that doesn't leak? I mean, the Rockstar mansion that they're living in is probably like $10 trillion. It leaks, really? And they had to move out? It's really ridiculous, seriously. I can't believe that they actually had to move out. I felt so bad for Lauren when she fell down the steps. And it looked like she might have really like hurt her coccyx or something. But yeah, it was pretty embarrassing. And for them to show it on the show, that's got to be super embarrassing. And Casey, oh my God, they keep milking that moment where he's like over and over and over. They're gonna get their money's worth out of it. And you know what? It's pretty obvious that he's like mentally, emotionally, and physically fragile. I had no idea. Did anybody notice how much weight he's lost since the actual like audition when they put him in through to Hollywood or Vegas, wherever they were? I can't remember anymore. It seems like 100 years ago. If you go back and look when he first made it through to now, it looks like he's dropped a lot of weight. It's very stressful. They should come out with a diet. They should come out with the American Idol diet. That would be awesome. It would be like a rock star diet. All right, last group to go for the night, Paul, Casey, Stefano, and James. They put together a little cover band, and they did Band on the Run. Except the cover band was as bad as the worst high school cover band. I mean, the playing was okay, but the singing, it was really, really painful. I mean, the only one who had any business singing that song was probably like James Durbin, and the rest of them, it was just, oh, it was so bad. I'm sorry. Paul's in the bottom three. Again, I'm not really surprised. He's kind of quirky. He's got a niche, you know, and it's probably not everybody's cup of tea. I actually thought it was going to be Stefano, but it ended up being Paul. Alright, so Jamie Foxx and will.i.am come out, and guess what, kids? They've got a new movie coming out called Rio. So they sang their new song, Hot Wings. There was drummers, there was dancers, it was, you know, the stage show part was spectacular, but I'm a little disappointed that they would put a song like this on this show, because this show is about, like, talent, and that song was totally, like, sing-talking. It's kind of insulting, actually, to have, like, all these really talented singers up there, and then they get up and do this, like, bad version. It almost seemed like they hadn't even practiced this bad version of, like, a sing-talking song. I'm just saying. Alright, so then we find out who's actually going home. Paul is safe, and Thea and Naima are going home. Shocking? Not really. Not really, American Idol. I'd like for somebody to explain to me what was so shocking. But anyway, that's the results show for this week. Next week, it's actually the top 9. So till then, much love.